Welcome everyone to today's meditation. And today we are going to cover about the second energy center, which is the Swadhisthana Chakra. Last week we went through information about the first energy center, which was Muladhara Chakra. We tried to understand more about this energy center, like where it is located, what are the different qualities, and what is the best way to cleanse and get the best out of this energy center. Similarly, we are going to do the same for Swadhisthana Chakra. So what we will do is we will first go through some slides where we have the information covered about this energy center. And then we will also watch a short talk from Sri Mataji about this energy center. And then we will meditate, completely focusing on the Swadhisthana Chakra. So that's the agenda for today. And then we can already begin. So perfect. So today's energy center is Swadhisthana Chakra, the center for creativity. And uh, basically, what this energy center does is to get or activate the different qualities within us that we haven't found yet or that we couldn't explore yet. So this energy center kind of helps you to find that out. What are the different benefits that we get from Swadhisthana Chakra is what we will look at today. We will also look at how to take care of it. As I said, there are each energy center taking care of the organs around it. So if you take good care of the organs around it, the chakra also automatically becomes good. So we will also see how to do that. Moving on. So to begin with, Swadhisthana is the base of the right channel. So we know that we have three channels. And on the right channel, the start of the right channel is from the Swadhisthana chakra. And this chakra is also what gives us pure attention. So whatever comes in our mind, in our thoughts, is all coming from our Swadhisthana chakra. So the more we keep it aligned uh, in a way that it is calm and soothed using different techniques of meditation that we have, the better the thoughts that we will have. And what happens is, like, when we are meditating in silence, we kind of see things more clearly. When there is too much noise in our head, it's difficult to make a discrete decision. So Swadhisthana chakra, what it does is it first helps you to have clear thoughts, and then it also helps you to take action on those thoughts. So as we can see over here, this is the Swadhisthana chakra, and the right channel, the yellow path, starts from the Swadhisthana chakra. And this is the only chakra also which moves. Basically, it moves around the void, which is like the area covering the third energy center. So this is the Nabhi chakra, the third energy center, which we will see next week. But then the second energy center moves around the third energy center. So this is what the image depicts. And as we can see again, the images, this is where it is lying. It is also on both the sides, on the left channel, the right channel as well. And on our fingers, it is on the thumb. And on the head, it is above the ears on both sides, like just above the ears is where this energy center lies. And on the feet also, it's in the middle finger. And in terms of a human body, they are also what it shows is the different plexus. So, for example, last week we saw Muladhara Chakra was also located at the pelvic plexus and it was taking care of all the organs around it. In the similar way, the Swadishthan Chakra lies at the superior hypogastric plexus biologically. So, this is also information to give out. And so it has six petals. We saw that last time the Muladhara Chakra has the element of earth. So the earth element is what helps to keep your Muladhara Chakra clean. In a similar way, for Swadhisthana Chakra, you use fire. So you basically use candle around that energy center to kind of cleanse it out. And then it has, the different kind of gems also, which kind of helps with keeping the energy center pure. And there's more information like which planet it represents. And so these are all generic information that we have. It also depicts to a day, to a musical note, and to an instrument. So we know that the Muladhara Chakra takes care of the excretory and reproductory organs. In a similar fashion, the Swadhisthana Chakra takes care of all the organs mentioned here: the rectum, liver, pancreas, spleen, kidneys, intestines, and some parts of the reproductive organs. So it's quite a lot of work that the Swadhisthana Chakra has to do. And as we all can see, these organs are also quite interlinked in a way that it helps us with digestion, reproduction, and also what happens is like elimination. So all the waste that is produced in our body is also something that these organs helps to let it out of our body. And uh, actually liver also plays a very big role in our attention. So whatever things that come in our mind is actually generated from our liver. So when our liver is taken care of in terms of diet, and there are also various techniques that we have in Sahaja Yoga to kind of cool down the liver. So the more cooler your liver is, the better your attention will be. So this is also something that we will see in the next slides. So this is again similar biological information, just a pictoric uh, representation of what we spoke already. Moving on. Yeah. So at the physical level, the liver, so we just what we spoke about, the liver depends on two chakras, the second and third. So at the physical level, what the liver does is it helps to absorb all the nutrients for the small intestine to kind of process it, storage of vitamins and minerals, cleansing the blood, and digestion of the nutrients. Whereas at the subtle level, at the spiritual level, the liver converts fat cells in the stomach into energy to feed the gray cells of the brain. The liver is the seat of our attention, as we spoke earlier. So if it does not work well, then you cannot meditate because your thoughts are not in your control anymore, and then you will be always distracted. So yeah, these are things that we can watch later. So now coming to the qualities of the left side. So we know that the energy centers are on both sides. So on the left side, you have the qualities such as pure knowledge, creation, inspiration, and sense of aesthetics. So pure knowledge, basically you want to know only the things that are really relevant and factual and to kind of keep you away from superficial information. Creation, as we spoke earlier, to have creative ideas, certain qualities to understand art better, to uh, sing or dance. So all these creative qualities kind of start developing in you, and you also get inspired to kind of learn more about it, and a sense of aesthetics to kind of have a good visual sense of how things should be and how things can be to make it look more better. Moving on. Similarly, on the right Swadhisthana, you have pure attention. Um, So you have pure attention, inspiration, abstract thinking, and action. So the left side is more about desiring, as we know. So you have attention, you have good thoughts, you also kind of see what qualities you could have. And then the right side is more about getting inspired to do it and to take an action to kind of achieve what is good for you. It also helps you to get good ideas, the Swadishthan chakra, and it opens actually also from a lot of people that we have heard who have practiced meditation, they feel that the way of thinking completely changes. The type of thoughts that come into the head also changes completely. And this is all a result of having a good Swadhisthana chakra. So how do we take care of it? So we need to first avoid few things. So some of these things, as we can see, is all false knowledge of having religious bias or having beliefs that are not in the true sense the right belief. um, Having exposure to drugs or narcotics and these kind of things is really bad for your Swadhisthana chakra. But then at the same time, there are different ways using which you can cool it down. So one way is to kind of soak your legs in really cold water. This kind of helps to cool down your Swadhisthana chakra. Or you could also use an ice pack, like kind of wrap it up in a cloth, and then you can keep it on the part where your liver is, on the skin. So this also helps you to cool down the liver. So basically, if you take care of your liver, your Swadhisthana chakra automatically is taken care of. So similarly, on the right side of the Swadhisthana chakra, it affects you when you have too much, overthinking mental activities, or when you're overdoing physical activities. Also, let's say anger or the way we treat others in a very rude way, these things can also affect. Of course, alcohol and red meat, too much red meat can also affect our Swadhisthana chakra. So you can actually see that how the food that you eat or whatever you take in or whatever you consume has a direct impact on this energy center. So yeah, this is also what we already spoke about, religious bias and rude or artificial behaviors to others. And we also spoke about the techniques that we can do, like doing foot soaks. And there are also some affirmations. This is what we will see later when we do our meditation. So now moving on, what we will do is we will watch a short talk from Sri Mataji, where she speaks about the qualities of Swadhisthana chakra. So we can all listen to that.
Then the second center that we have is very important, which is called as the Swadhisthana. This center looks after physical and our mental activities. Perhaps the doctors don't know that it has a very important work to do, is that it has to nourish the brain with new cells, because all the time the brain is using these cells for its activity. So the energy has to go from this center up there, you can see, and then it nourishes the center. It nourishes the brain through its activity. Now, when we are very futuristic or we are using too much of a brain, I should say, too much of a brain activity we have. We are futuristic, we are planning too much, thinking too much, all the time, thoughts and thoughts and thoughts. That time we are using the energy of this center. But this center has another very important thing to be done, that it goes round, as you see, it moves all round here. It's shown here directly, but it's connected to the center. And it moves round and round and round and gives energy to this area where we have our liver, our pancreas, our spleen, kidney, and parts of intestines. Now, if we start exhausting ourselves with too much thinking, then the main work of the center suffers, and that's how we develop all these diseases of all these organs. Like, for example, with liver, you develop a liver problem. Liver problem means that liver has a function to emit heat from your body, which is poison, into the bloodstream. But when liver gets upset, we should say, the heat is retained in the liver. It passes upward and downward. When it passes upward, it affects a center there, as you can see, what we call as the right heart, and people develop what we call the disease as asthma. And when it passes downwards, it reaches the kidneys and coagulates, and you get kidney troubles, for which you have to go on dialysis and ultimately to die. So this heat is created because our liver is out of care. At the same time, this heat can also pass if a person, say, at a very young age drinks and puts in too much of physical efforts and is all the time busy thinking. He might get a very fatal heart attack because this heat can go towards his heart and just collapse it. Also, those people work very hard like that can get a very massive heart attack. But the people who have other problems on the left-hand side are different type. They are the people who have lethargic organs. These organs do not work. And when they do not work, then they have all the other problems of the left side, as we call it. And this also causes another serious problem of psychosomatic troubles. Now, the essence of this center is that it is creativity. When the Kundalini nourishes the center, people become extremely creative. Now, you have seen these artists who are playing here. They were very simple, ordinary artists, but after coming to Sahaja Yoga, suddenly they have bloomed so much. The most surprising thing is that people say, even from Switzerland, who do not know a word of Sanskrit, who do not know a word of Hindi language, have composed poems, they have put them to tunes, and they sing as good as these people can sing. It's impossible to believe that even the English, who are so difficult to even pronounce a sentence in Hindi language, are now fluently speaking Sanskrit and talking all these things. Because of this creativity improves you. We have so many artists in India who came to Sahaja Yoga. I don't know if you know their names or not, like Amjad Ali, Jalota, so many of them. They got their realization, and after that, now today, they are very well-known artists. Also, the paintings. We have some Australian people who became quite good artists after coming to Sahaja Yoga. So it gives you an sense of aesthetics, and also it gives you the energy to express yourself. Now, if you have the technique of how to create anything, say you want to make a house, or you want to paint, or if you want to do something, moldings, or anything that you want to do, if you have the technique, the creativity, the power of creativity starts pouring in you, and you start producing things on which you cannot even have thought of, and these things happen to a person. So a person can become extremely dynamic with this. But if with that you do not keep your Sahaja Yoga practice, means if you do not keep your connection with the divine, then the energy gets exhausted. That's why self-realization is very important for every artist, that he should get his connection with this all-pervading power, which is the combination of all the powers, so that he doesn't feel exhausted with it. Not only that, but all the time the source is flowing into him. Constantly it has to flow, and that's why you have to do little practice of Sahaja Yoga after getting your realization, as I told you yesterday, that now you don't stop at this point, you have to make the connection perfect. Without the connection, it may be that you may go down. So it's best is to keep your connection on and work it out, to give full respect to yourself, to your being. You are not an ordinary thing. You are not a chicken or something like that. You are a human being. And the beauty that is within you is to be discovered, is to be nourished, and to be proud of. It is such a great thing you have within yourself, the powers, which I'll tell you one by one. Now, about that is the
Okay, so now we can get into meditation. So we'll slowly close our eyes, have both our hands on our lap. We'll try to relax ourselves by focusing on our breath. Can breathe in, hold for a few seconds, and then breathe out. We can take the affirmation, Mother Kundalini, I am not my thoughts. Mother Kundalini, I am not my thoughts. I am not my past, and I am not my future. I am only the pure spirit. We can take our left hand and keep it on the right side of our stomach. And here we can say, Mother Kundalini, please cleanse and purify my attention. Mother Kundalini, please cleanse and purify my attention. Please take away all the excess heat, all kinds of thoughts from my Swadisthana chakra. please make me satisfied. Mother Kundalini, please make me satisfied. Now we can take our right hand and now we will keep it on top of our head and we'll gently massage it. And here we can say, Mother Kundalini, thank you for giving me my self-realization. Mother Kundalini, thank you for helping me to connect to my true self. And we can gently bring our hands back on our lap. And we can be in meditation for some time. We can slowly open our eyes and we can bow to the Mother Kundalini within us. And with that, we can conclude today's meditation. So thank you all for coming again today. And next week, we will meet again, same time, where we will speak about the Nabi Chakra, which is the third energy center. And also, please make sure that you're also able to take out 5 to 10 minutes every day to kind of just sitting silently to meditate for a few minutes. So, because in the end, it's all about practice. So, the more you practice, more you will feel the effect of meditation on you. So, yeah, thanks again and see you all next week. Bye.